brand went from £0 wholesale revenue to over £300,000 in less than 3 years. And this was all thanks to Faire. Oh, and some hard work from our team, of course. So how did we do it? Because we actually have a 6-figure growth strategy that we just rinse and repeat every single month, and we just grow and grow. We've now deployed these exact strategies on our clients' Faire accounts, and the same thing happens. So do you want to know what these strategies are? Great, you're in the right place, because I'm going to go through them in this video. Hi everyone, my name is Lucy. I run Candid Founders, which is a Faire Growth Agency. I also founded a brand called Bearkind, which is a sock company, and it's going to be my case study for this video. So let's dive in. I'm going to start at the beginning. Bearkind was predominantly a B2C company. We had a loyal but growing customer base. We had a website on Shopify. We had a small product range. At this stage, we had about 10 to 15 sock designs, so we were pretty small. Faire was brand new to Europe at this stage, so we joined it in October 2021. They'd only been in the UK for a few months, and it eventually changed everything for us. Admittedly, to start with, so when we very first started on the platform, we didn't actually do much with it. And again, this is why I preach on this channel to not use that method. You do actually need to put work into Faire to make it work for you. So originally we listed our products, we chucked in a brand story, we added our logo in, and we pretty much just left it there. We had a couple of wholesale clients already, just 1 or 2 who were ordering maybe 50 pounds of socks at a time, so really small scale. But we added them to the platform and they loved it, so we let them tick over on the platform. It wasn't until February 2022 that we really noticed the potential sitting in front of us. At the time, Faire were offering £300 of free credit to any new retailer that we brought to the platform to buy our socks. And we really saw this as our golden ticket. So we put everything into driving as many retailers as possible to buying socks on Faire. At the time as well, Faire were offering this matching scheme. So every retailer that we brought to the platform who bought, they then promised us 2 new marketplace customers to come and buy from the brand as well. They promised us a certain amount of retailers per quarter, and we were actually growing so fast that Faire couldn't keep up with us. So we had to have a call with the team for them to turn around to us and say, sorry guys, we can't actually keep up with how many retailers you're bringing to the platform. So they'd promised us a certain amount of retailers like per quarter within a certain time frame before the scheme ended, and they didn't hit it. So the call was about saying, don't worry, we will make sure you do get those retailers. It's just going to take us a bit longer because you've just grown so fast. So we were obviously doing something right. And so fast forward a bit, because obviously those times were very lucrative given we were being pretty much funded by Faire's $1 million investors. Over the last year and a half, we've been in more of an organic growth phase where we're standing on our own 2 feet as a brand. Faire aren't funding all of these sales that are coming in. We're actually working for them and getting them back in return off our own back. And it is going really, really well. Faire is a major channel for our business, by far our biggest wholesale channel. And now, because of this success, we're now running other brands' Faire accounts for them. And this is actually great because it does confirm that Bearkind is not a unicorn. So if you're sitting there thinking, well, that's great, maybe you had a good brand already and it's just working for you. Yes, we did have a good brand, we've put a lot of work into it, but you can put work into your brand and make it grow as well. We have 6-figure client accounts that we've scaled into 7 figures. We have client accounts that have done 0 sales on Faire and we have started growing them. So these techniques do work on other brands. It's not just a Bearkind thing. But let's now get into those techniques so you can learn what we do and deploy it on your own account. For us, this is twofold. The first thing is we've got the physical work that we are doing on a daily basis on our Faire account to drive sales. And the second thing is the kind of wider actions that are taking place in the business. So I'll go into detail on those both now. Let's start with the Faire activity. We deploy our 6-figure growth method here on a monthly basis and just rinse and repeat, and it works every single time. And this model at the very high level is page and listings optimization, lead generation, email marketing, customer engagement, and then sales and reordering. So what do each of these steps actually entail? As I go through these, I'm going to cover them off in fairly high level. And the reason for that is I've actually done separate videos on every single topic that I mentioned. So I will link you out to those videos. And if you want to deep dive on any of these topics and learn more for your account, you'll be able to. So page and listings optimization includes the following: good product photography, primarily on the featured image, which is the first image that will appear and it will show on your page. So when you have a collection, that's what will be shown to read retailers. If that product shows up in a retailer's search, that is the image that they will see. It's also SEO optimized product titles and descriptions, as well as SEO optimized collections and seasonal collections too. And then you've got promotions, MOQs, lead times, and shipping thresholds as well to look at. The second one was lead generation. So this is actively going out there and finding these retailers yourself to email. So you want to find qualified leads. What I mean by qualified leads is a retailer that's one, open, because sadly a lot of businesses are closing down. Two, they're actually relevant to your business. So it is a business with an email that you can contact that would actually sell your product. So you just don't want a list of like random emails from all kinds of businesses that would just never even sell your product. If you drive too much irrelevant traffic to your Faire page, all you're going to do is tank your conversion rate. So it's really important that you're going after relevant leads. Then once you have those leads, the next step is email marketing. This includes cold email outreach, so acquisition flows that are going to actually convert those leads you found, and then email newsletters. The cold email outreach we perform through a third-party provider. This helps with deliverability, and we're putting leads through this flow every single month. The newsletter is sent on a weekly basis through Faire to all of your customers. If you don't send a newsletter already and you really don't know where to start with monthly. I always suggest just start with monthly. Don't overwhelm yourself with trying to send weekly. Just start with one monthly newsletter. Just make it a bit longer. Because we send weekly, they're not as chunky newsletters. We have less to say on a weekly basis. But if you're sending one monthly, just gather all the information and put it in that newsletter. Again, I'll link out to videos. I have plenty talking through like what to put in an email newsletter for B2B customers. And customer re-engagement basically means messaging your customers. We really actively encourage everyone to use Faire's DM tool. Actually message your customers, and that's things like saying thank you for orders, chasing for reviews, looking at abandoned checkouts, also re-engaging customers that haven't ordered in a while. It's a really useful tool. The sales and reorders part is the good bit where sales just come rolling in which case your customer service needs to be on point for two reasons. One, you want your customers to actually enjoy the experience of buying from you, so they're going to be super open to reordering. And the second thing is Faire keeps an eye on your customer service metrics, so you need to be hitting those. You want to hit them so you can get top shop status. Also, you will get penalized if you're missing things in the algorithm. So if you're not meeting your lead time or you're getting bad reviews, over a month to month basis, Faire will review that and you will get penalized in the algorithm. They do say obviously bad reviews happen, late shipments happen, cancelled orders happen, so they're not looking at individual actions, they're reviewing your account over a few months. But it just goes to show it is really important and it does affect the search algorithm. So all of the above is part of this system that is all about bringing in relevant leads to your business that will buy from you and then come back. Not only is this obviously sales and regular customer base and increasing your AOV, increasing your lifetime value of your customers, but it's also stimulating Faire's algorithm. It's a machine learning algorithm that starts to understand what retailers are buying from you. So if you're stimulating the algorithm with lots of retailers who are coming to buy your product, Faire will see that and think, oh great, well they're getting lots of gift shops buy from them regularly and coming back, so I'm going to go and find some more gift shops and send them to these products. So the more you stimulate the algorithm, the more it learns and the more sales it will bring you. So the second part of the business that I mentioned is wider than Faire. It's about the rest of the business. I'm a firm believer in the halo effect you get from working on all aspects of your brand and how powerful it is when they all come together. This includes things like your B2C website, your product range, your social media, your B2C customer reviews, so things like Trustpilot, any PR you get, even your personal brand on LinkedIn. All of this comes together to form this beautiful network that retailers want to be a part of. It can be done, but I do think it's much harder to scale a brand that only has a presence on Faire. We see all of the different aspects of things that we have done on Bearkind, whether we've got reels that are going viral, our B Corp status, all of it is contributing to this wider picture of the brand, and that is helping with our wholesale channel. And so that is where we are at right now. We have just finished a record-breaking 2024 on both our B2C and our B2B side of the business. Our goal for Faire next year is to double our revenue. It's a big goal, but we are not about setting small goals here. Along the way, of course, we'll continue to share our insights on this channel. We are now the proud owners of the largest database of Faire guidance videos on YouTube, so if you are looking to grow your Faire account, you are in the right place. Plus, we are so good at growing our own account that other brands starting us to take care of theirs. So if this is something of interest to you, you can find out more at candidfounders.com or drop us an email at hello@candidfounders.com. So here is to another year of growth for all of us. If you have any specific questions or if there are any topics you want me to cover off on this channel, drop them in the comments. Subscribe to get weekly advice for thriving on Faire, and I'll see you in the next video.